Hey everybody, Mike Rooney here, Truth Juggernaut. Listen, I'm pretty upset right now. Let's look at this headline. CNN accepts resignations of 3 involved in retracted story. All right, why don't they put in big print, retracted Trump story, you know, to get everybody's attention? Here, they try to minimize everything. I mean, uh, probably fed up like everybody else is. But look, let's get into this. CNN accepts resignations of 3 involved in retracted story. I just wish they'd have mentioned about Trump in there because more people would have read it. All right. New York, AP, CNN accepted the resignation Monday of 3 journalists involved in a retracted story about a supposed investigation into a pre-inaugural meeting between an associate of President Donald Trump and the head of Russian investment fund. The story was posted on the network's website on Thursday and was removed with all links disabled Friday night. Man, they acted quickly, didn't they? CNN immediately apologized to Anthony Scaramucci, the Trump transition team member who was reported to be involved in the meeting. The story's author, Thomas Frank, was among those who resigned, according to a network executive who requested anonymity because the person was not authorized to discuss personal issues. Also losing their jobs were Eric Lichtblau, an assistant managing editor in CNN's Washington bureau, and Lex Harris, head of the investigations unit. CNN initially taking down the story said it didn't meet its editorial standards. The episode is damaging blow for a network that Trump has frequently derided as fake news, and for a story that never even made it into any of CNN's television networks. There you go, right there. Fake news. CNN didn't put the story on any of their television networks. They just blasted it all over the internet. Okay. Look, we have to start treating everybody as equals here. You know, every president, no matter Trump, even Obama, let's call fake news when it's fake news. All right. The story had been quickly questioned both internally and externally, including by the conservative site Breitbart News. Oh, they won't throw them in there. All right. It was determined. What's CNN got to do with Breitbart News? Nothing that I know of. It was determined that the story was posted without going through the expected checks and balances for a story of such sensitivity, the executive said. The failure to follow proper procedure is what led to the resignation of the CNN executives, said. All right, so the story had been quickly questioned both internally and externally. Okay. And they won't throw Breitbart in there. If it was quickly questioned, why did he make it out there? Apparently it wasn't quickly questioned. It was quickly, the facts were quickly overlooked. It's not immediately clear what the story is. Let me step back. It's not immediately clear what in the story is factually incorrect. It's not clear. Then why did you fire people over it? Maybe they have a lawsuit against CNN. It wasn't clear what was factually incorrect. Then they can sue CNN. I don't know. Or whether CNN will continue to report on the issue. Look at this. I mean, are they flip-flopping or what? Listen to the statements in here. The retracted story had said the Senate Intelligence Committee was looking into a January 16th discussion between Skarmusi and Kirill Dmitriev, whose Russian direct investment fund guides investments by U.S. entities in Russia. Skarmusi in the story said he exchanged pleasantries in a restaurant with Dmitriev. Pleasantries, that's all. The report also said that two Democratic senators wanted to know whether let's step back. Now they're bringing in, the report also said that two Democratic senators wanted to know whether Skarmusi had indicated in the meeting whether sanctions against Russia would be lifted, a decision that could impact the investment fund. You know, they wouldn't be bringing all this up now if they weren't trying to dodge the Bernie Sanders scandal, college scandal, would they? I don't know. I'm just asking a question. Following the retraction, Skarmusi tweeted that CNN did the right thing. Classy move. Apology accepted. Everyone makes mistakes. Moving on. Harris, in a statement to CNN's reliable sources, noted that he'd been with CNN since 2001, and I'm sure about one thing. This is a news organization that prizes accuracy and fairness above all else. I'm leaving, but will carry those principles wherever I go. Why didn't you carry those principles while you was at CNN, Harris? I don't know. Ask yourself that. This story has been amended to correct congressional committee's name to Senate Intelligence Committee and to correct the spelling of Lex Harris's name. Wow. All kind of flip-flopping, trying to seem like, oh, maybe there is something to the story, but we had to fire them anyway. You know, us as Americans, we're getting very confused on what to believe nowadays. You know, so look, it's up to each and every one of you out there, whether you're Democratic, whether you're Republican, or you're in between, or you're to the far left or to the far right. Do your research. That's it. Mike Rooney, Truth Juggernaut. I'm out of here. Quick clip. Like Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. Go check out thetruthjuggernaut.com.